Hi again, everybody, and greetings from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm Dan Hoard alongside my partner and pal, former UC assistant coach Chuck Machock, and it's game day for the Bearcats in the NCAA Tournament. They take on Purdue tonight around 7 o'clock at the Yum Center in downtown Louisville. Chuck, you were an assistant coach in the Big Ten for a long time, 8 years at Ohio State. When I say Purdue Boilermakers basketball, what immediately comes to mind?
Well, I'm going to date myself now. Joe Barry Carroll, who to me, all the time I was there, and they had some great centers throughout the league, Ohio State included, when you take Herb Williams and Granville Waiters, etc. The league was a centers league back then. I better tell you, that was 76 to 84, so it was a situation where you knew you better answer what was inside on the other team or you weren't going to win a ball game.
Well, that's an excellent lead into Purdue right now because they have A.J. Hammonds in the middle. He's a junior center, 7 feet tall, 260 pounds. His college choices came down to Purdue or Cincinnati. Fortunately for the Bearcats, he picked Purdue. But this is a kid who's led the Big Ten in block shots all 3 of his college seasons. His backup's even bigger, 7'2", 300. How do the Bearcats deal with the size that Purdue will bring to the table tonight?
Well, you better keep your best weapons on the floor as long as you can. I'd like to look at that stat sheet at the end of the game and see that Clark and Ellis both played more than 30 minutes. 32, 33 would be fine. We cannot win this game if one of those 2 kids come out, get themselves in foul trouble, all of a sudden they're playing 20 minutes. That's a must because we've got to defend. We've got to be able to handle the block shot that you mentioned. A lot of little ifs in here, but that center position, to me, is where the game is going to be won or lost.
All right, let's get away from that matchup for just a moment. Give me another key that you think is going to be important for the Bearcats to advance tonight.
Well, these strength teams that you play, they always have a way of trying to spurt out 6 or 8 points when you're not looking. We cannot afford to have some open runs where we're not getting the ball in the basket and all of a sudden, let's say it was a 3-point game in our favor and you let them spurt 10 and you're now behind 7. They are too big, too strong, too experienced to let you come back from that type of a trouncing in a short period of time.
So Ellis and Clark need to stay out of foul trouble, and the Bearcats need to avoid dry spells. Those are 2 big keys for the Bearcats tonight.
We're not out in the Arizona desert, so you're absolutely right.
All right, Cincinnati is the number 8 seed. Purdue is the number 9 seed. Let the record show. The last time the Bearcats were number 8 seed in the NCAA Tournament was 2003. They lost to Gonzaga in Salt Lake City, and a certain radio announcer that I'm very fond of got ejected in the second half of that game. It's been 397 games since. Let's keep that streak going later tonight.
Well, move my seat up a little bit then, will you, Dan?
Keep you away from the officials?
Absolutely.
All right, Cincinnati versus Purdue tonight. The winner, in all likelihood, takes on undefeated Kentucky. We'll have complete post-game coverage coming up later tonight right here on Bearcats TV.